How do you react when you get an insight, some understanding, some wisdom, when it is revealed that you're top of the class, you got the best score, you're the smartest of your group? What's that do for you? Well, it can make us pretty pleased. You know, there's a story in the Bible from the book of Daniel, chapter 2, that tells us that at times we might want to temper that just a little bit and be sure that we give God the credit for whatever knowledge, wisdom, understanding, even intelligence that we have. You know the story well of Daniel 2, where the king, Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, had a dream nobody could interpret. Daniel and his friends prayed to God. God gave them the understanding of the dream. Daniel goes in and he then lays out before the king this fantastic image with a head of gold and all that it meant behind him. But in doing so, Daniel, who could have taken all the credit, thrown his friends under the bus, and just said, you know, I figured it out. Came to me in the middle of the night, king. He didn't do that. Here's what Daniel said when he answered the king in his presence. He said in verse 28 of Daniel 2, "There is a God in heaven who reveals secrets, and he's made known to King Nebuchadnezzar what will be in the latter days. Your dream and the visions of your head upon your bed were these." And this is a representation of what Nebuchadnezzar dreamed. But Daniel says, there's a God in heaven who reveals the secrets. He went on to say to the king, "As for you, O king, your thoughts came to your mind while you were on your bed, what would come to pass about this? And he," meaning God, "who reveals secrets, has made known to you what will be. But as for me," Daniel said, "this secret has not been revealed to me because I have more wisdom than anyone living, but for our sakes, who make known the interpretation to the king, and that you may know the thoughts of your heart." Daniel didn't take credit for it even before the king, and he didn't even before the king and even God take credit for everything. He said, God's given it to us for our sake. Well, our was Daniel and his three friends specifically, and even by extension, all the other magicians and sorcerers and wizards of Babylon who were about to lose their heads because they couldn't come up with the interpretation and answer of the dream for the king. Daniel had the wisdom. God gave it to him. But even later on, when nobody else was watching, Daniel made sure that he gave credit to God for what he had before the king. He didn't use it to his own advantage. Powerful lesson there for us to think about when it comes to how smart we think we are sometimes, or what we might know, or even what we might accomplish. Never forget to give God the credit and to give to him that glory and that honor. SBT Daily. Join us next time.